Welcome here. So good to see you all.
Munit Mesfin, thank you so much for bringing us into the Daily Antidote of Song with a beautiful welcome and a nice bit of Zen to start off our day. Hello to everybody. Nice to see everybody here today. Welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Song. I am Jo Rossi. I'm the director of Daily Antidote, and I am delighted to have in the room with us today a beautiful song leader, Munit Mesfin, coming in from Virginia. She's been with us a bunch of times as a host and a song leader. So excited to sing with her today. She has, of course, brought us the Just Right medicine. Before we turn everything over to Munit, let's say a quick hi to everybody out there on the live stream. Hi to the folks on YouTube and hi to the folks on Facebook. We're so glad you guys have all decided to join us today. And let's say hi's and thank yous to everybody in the room. So hello, of course, to Ariana, who's coming in from Los Angeles, California, running our tech today. Thank you so much, Ariana. Hello, of course, to Munit Mesfin in Virginia. Hi to Arlene in stormy Berkeley, California. Pauline and William coming in from Newcastle, UK. Nice to see you guys. Hi to Aloysius in Massachusetts. Deborah in Kentucky. Cricket in Maryland. Susan in Cincinnati. Sheila in Florida. Nan coming in from Michigan. That's Benet in Berkeley. Caroline in DC. Laris in the UK. Hi to Trish in Victoria. Diane in Massachusetts. Busy Graham coming in from Carpe Diem Arts. Another big fan of Munit. Nice to see you. And let's all give a thank you to Carpe Diem Arts for keeping this Daily Antidote going day after day after day. Hello to Ingrid coming in from Pittsburgh. Nice to see you today, Ingrid. Hello to Linda on Orcas Island, Sarah in Texas, Storm in Massachusetts, Ann in Nashville, Mabel and some bears coming in from Massachusetts. Hi to Louise coming in from Devon, UK. And let's see, Clint and Liff coming in from Vermont, Delhi in Maryland, Neil in Boston, Loriana Kachina and Courtney in Vermont. Kathy in Colorado. Dick and Kathy are in the house. That's Dick Jackson and Kathy Baker coming in from Victoria, British Columbia. Also regular song leaders and hosts in this room. Glad that you're here, probably behind the scenes still in your PJs because it's a little early in Victoria. Hello to Jake coming in from Boston. You might be new to us today. We're glad you're here. And just an invitation while I'm thinking about it. Anybody who's new today, feel free to stay after. I'd love to say hello, find out how you found out about us. Bob coming in from Albany. Nice to see you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Nancy in Washington State. Lynn in Connecticut. Hoda in British Columbia. Gary in Mass. Dawn in Vermont. Sarah in, I think that's Connecticut. Kat in Vermont. And Jamie just came in from Victoria. And let's all wave like mad to my mom in New Jersey, coming in right now also. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here today. I'm going to turn the floor over to Munit. Munit, I'm so glad you are here. And what have you got to make our universe better today?
Glad to be of service at all times. Hello to everyone. So glad to see all of your faces. Well, what I have for you is a song that I first heard, I'm not gonna lie, the first version that I heard was from the show The Wonder Years, if anybody recalls that show. It's about these boys and these girls that are growing up through their wonder years. And the version that I heard was, I think somebody called maybe Joe Crocker. But it is a song by the Beatles, and it is literally the antidote to life. So in life, we have some trouble, but when you have friends, it's a little bit easier. So I'm gonna see if you probably know the Beatles version, maybe more, so I'm going to teach you the way I'm going to sing it now. And this is I Get By With a Little Help From My Friends. And it's like this. I get by with a little help from my friends. Let's do it again. I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Let's try it again. It's like this. I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. And I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. And in this version, we even get to say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Are y'all ready? This is Wonder Years. That was my childhood little series that I used to watch. If any of you want to go back and look at it, it's a great show. I don't remember what it's about. It's just about boys and girls being boys and girls in the world. Here we go. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. And I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, ooh. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be all alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Whoa, I get high with a little help from my friends. You know I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Yes, I am. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you need anybody? Yes, I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Now, would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the lights? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, ooh, well, do you need anybody? Well, I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. 'Cause you know I get by with a little help from my friends. Whoa, 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 whoa. I get high with a little help from my friends. You know that I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Again, I know that I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, you know that I get high with a little help from my friends. And I know that I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. And we say together, ooh. And thank you for singing along. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. So that's that little song right there.
Well, that is such a big little song. And yep, it's so beautiful and so Yeah, so brings us to a space of where I think we could all use a little help right now from thinking about how we do, in fact, have a universe full of friends in this room, in each other, in the folks we don't know, in the folks in other countries. And so the idea that we are in here reminding ourselves of that right now is probably a really good thing. Let's all give another big hand to Munit
Aw,
um,
thank
for
you.
that. Yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Munit, what would you like to say about the notion of friendship and today's times?
I think that, in all honesty, I mean, there's such a big, vast world. It's so wide. There's about, I don't even know, are we at 9 billion now? I think we're getting close. We're from 8 billion going on to the ninth billion. And at the same time, as it is vast, and in the worst of times and in the best of times, our day-to-day lives and motions and our day-to-day, breaths and conversations are things that, are so influenced by the people that we keep around us. And I know that there are times when I'm around some people where the doom and gloom will swallow me in and spit me out. And I feel like, what's the point? And it's all in vain. And why do we even bother? And I know that there are some people where I find myself in 5 minutes, and my brain is expanding and my thoughts are vast, and I'm thinking about, man, there's so much we can do and there's so much we can try, and why didn't I think of that? And there are people that expand us, there are people that inspire us, there are people that shrink us, and there are people that depress us. Everybody needs friends, including those depressing people. They all need friends too, and therapy, and sometimes medication, and sometimes a big long hug. Whatever it is, we all need it. Like, all of us, with all of our goods and all of our bads and all of our joys and sorrows, we all need somebody. And so, from my side of things, chaos being constant, is to kind of say to myself, what are the things that inspire me, and who are the people that light me up, and where can I go so that I can keep having the energy that I need to be who I need to be in this world, so that I can be an energy to somebody else. I mean, if you weren't out there being an energy to us, Joe and Busy, and everybody who's coming in here sharing of yourself, of your smiles, of your things that you do, this world is just a little bit dimmer. So I think in a lot of these places and spaces where even the worst things are happening, people are surviving because of their friends. They're surviving because of somebody out there who's telling them to hang in there, who's telling them to, strive for just a little bit longer, even when things feel like, what the HE devil hockey sticks, as Ayana likes to call it. What the HE devil hockey sticks is going on? So I think it's really about being the person that helps other people, being inspired and being the friend to someone else. And when you need it, trying to find yourself around people that do that for you. And if your circle is feeling doom and gloomy, just try to find a little bit of a new place to be and see if you can find a little bit of that light. And do things that are, I mean, sometimes dance is a good friend, and sometimes music is a good friend. Yesterday, I went to exercise because I haven't exercised since I broke my toe 2 months ago. And I went to a dance class that was like, I didn't know them, but at the end, we were all smiling at each other as we were huffing and puffing. That's a good friend, too. It helps serotonin flow through our bodies. Music is a good friend. A walk in nature is a good friend. So you can expand friendship however you need it to be. But it's really understanding that we cannot do it alone in our own heads by ourselves, because our heads can't be trusted. They're not safe in there. sometimes, sometimes they're scary, scary places to be all by ourselves. So that's kind of what I think of when I think of, myself in the world. Alone, I am not as good. With the people that give me this energy and the things that give me this energy, I can give it to someone else too. So I hope you have people like that. I hope you can be people like that. And I hope you find the things that help you be people that help people.
That's so beautiful, Munit. I love it so much. Thank you. I think all of us, especially right now, it seems to me like we kind of are doing a little roller coaster ride between being the people who can give it and being the people that can who need it. Right? It's just a time where there's a lot of commotion in the world, and so there's something very lovely that you were saying about. Well, there's so many lovely things you said, but one of them about the idea that what we're doing in this space is we're doing a give receive kind of simultaneously, right? And I say that to everybody in the room all the time. When you've got your eyes looking out at the camera or the, whatever, the screen, and you're smiling, you're giving to all of the people. Let's all wave to the folks on Facebook and on YouTube who are watching this after the fact. So we're not actually here right now smiling at you, but of course we're here right now and we're smiling at you because it's something that we all need. Thank you for being there. And we're here too because we're all in this together. And Munit, also that like you were saying about how like you have to be able to call when you can be with who based on what it is you need and what you have to give, right? There's a little something there about boundaries, about remembering that we have to like have our boundaries in place and our self-care in place to be able to make sure we're fine before we put someone else's oxygen mask on them, right? And so thank you also for bringing that. Everybody hug Mooney. Mooney. Everybody hug all the folks that are watching this live stream after the fact. Hi guys, we love you and we're so glad you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. So Munit, how old is Little Miss HE double hockey sticks? Because that's adorable.
HE double hockey sticks is now 10, going on 58 or whatever it is that she's doing, but she is my favorite. And HE double hockey sticks always gets me. It always gets me. I hope everybody understands what HE double hockey sticks are.
No.
With the hockey stick. Okay, so HE double hockey sticks. Hockey sticks have an L-ish shape, so if you spell HE double hockey sticks, that's what 10-year-olds use to not swear. Because they're good people, these 10-year-olds, trying to hold on to their good sense and never say, that place.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I won't suggest that we all make, HE double hockey stick shapes for people out there. And okay. Munit, the other thing I was going to say, because we've been talking about this in here, is that right now, one of the places that we can all potentially go in order to be unenlightened, uninspired, discombobulated is checking out what's going on in the media because it's so powerfully, I don't know, discombobulating. So think about that when you're in one of those spaces where you could use a good friend to help you, make you smile, whatever. Maybe going to your screen is like anti-useful at this time. So hang on to that too. Think about the folks that you can, or the places you can go on your screen that might make you feel better, like someone who will make you laugh or something.
I will tell you how many cat, kitten, puppy, videos I watch. I watch a lot of them, and I watch it intentionally because I'm like, I need it. Show me the kittens falling. Show me the kittens jumping when they see cucumbers. I don't care what it is. Every once in a while, you got to stop and be like, Joy, where? Let's find it. And I think to the best of my ability, I've also kind of switched to like reading the news than watching it, because watching it has so much like attitude and how so much just extreme, like everybody's doing it for the ratings as well. At this point, you have to keep in mind, like everybody's doing it because they need to get paid. So they will clickbait you. They will infuriate you because you get stuck to that energy and you keep coming back for that too. So I always think of the business of news and say, I don't want to be a consumer that's trapped in their money-making machine, because it's not just information. If you want just information, you could go to C-SPAN. C-SPAN is calm, and it will get you all the information really slowly and calmly without making your blood pressure boil. You probably will get more information from 1 hour C-SPAN than 12-hour cycle of any of the other news agencies. But reading things and just finding where is information, not opinion, has been a saving grace, because sometimes the opinions are not about really the truth as much as it is about making you stick to them. Because they got jobs and they probably have student loans to pay, So I keep that in mind so that I'm not carried away with their chaos making.
Beautiful. Mooney, thank you so much. It feels so good to be in conversation with you. I mean, you're you're sort of telling it like it is, expressing where you really are, and it feels like you're being a friend to all of us right now. So thank you, and thank you. And
Thank you.
while we're on the subject of friends, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, while we're on the subject of friends, if you're looking for musical joy, come December 20th was what I was about to say. Was that what you were going to
You bet it
say,
was.
Jojo? So, well, our friends Dan and Claudia Zanes, who've been here in the past, I'm sure multiple times, and who are beautiful people, two things are happening for them. I think soon they're actually going to be having their CD release or the album release, which will be, I feel like next weekend or this weekend, I don't know, but check them out. But more specifically, we're actually going to be joining them as special guests during the December 20th Kennedy Center Holiday Sing Along. So, for any of you that are in the area, if you can come out to Kennedy Center to sing along and some holiday songs with Dan and Claudia, and then me and my kids will be there doing whatever it is they ask us to do and making music with them, which is always a joyful experience. That will be happening on Friday, December 20th at 6 p.m. at the Kennedy Center here in Washington, D.C. But also definitely go and check out if any of you are in Maryland, they're probably going to be doing their album release soon. We won't be there for that one, but we will be there the 20th of December. So that's another great way to pick up some good energy.
Thanks, Munit. So yeah, that's super exciting, folks in the DC area. For folks elsewhere, we're going to check in with the Kennedy Center and see whether or not that concert is going to be, that sing along is going to be live streamed or not, and we'll let everybody know. If it is going to be live streamed, obviously we'll do a little DAS meetup at that. And then also for the CD release that they may or may not be doing this weekend or next weekend, and the they is Dan and Claudia Zanes. While we're singing again, I'll check out a link and see if I can put something in the chat for everybody. Munit Mesfin, do you happen to feel like singing that whole song again?
But of course, I love this song. I would love to sing the whole song again. Are y'all ready to sing it? Ready? All right, let's do this thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. And I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, what do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be all alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Ooh, do you need anybody? Well, I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the lights? Oh, I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine. I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Yes, ooh. Do you need anybody? Well, I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Get back up there too. I get by with a little help from my friends. You know that I get high with a little help from my friends. And oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. And we say together, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yay! Go Ringo!
Go Munit. Thank you.
Go Joe!
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
Yep, super filled up our hearts, Mooney. Thank you so much. I get to speak for everybody in the room verbally because they are quiet. But let's show Mooney how she filled up our hearts. Yeah, okay. Filled,
Thank
filled,
you.
filled. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's wave a nice big goodbye to Mooney, who needs to go off and teach her daughter how to spell. No, just kidding. Thank you, Mooney. What a really lovely time.
Oh, it's always my pleasure. It's always my pleasure to be here. Am I gonna see you
Yeah,
tomorrow?
you might.
Oh,
You might.
where I
Yeah.
get to play host. I get to play host. I get to be entertained by someone else.
So Munit is in fact hosting tomorrow. Let's talk quickly about who she's hosting because she's hosting the magical Philip Bullock, who is Kathy Bullock's son. He has a voice to knock off all of our socks and then some. So Munit, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. Melissa James is the next day coming in from the UK. Valya Levchenko is going to join us from Ukraine, and things are rough over there. And I'm sure that it's going to be a really blessing to be in a space with her and to be able to contemplate the way that different people's lives are very different right now. And on Sunday, Maura Smiley bringing us her usual Maura Smiley magic. So thank you so much again to Munit, and we look forward to being in here tomorrow with you while you host us. And thanks to everybody for being in this room. Munit, let's all wave Munit goodbye. Thank you, Munit. Lovely to see
I
you.
wave right back. I wave right back. And thank you. I see people have been sharing useful things in the chat. I'm going to save it and look at it later. I don't get to look at it at this moment, but thank you for all the messages. Thank you for the opportunity to share because it's always nice. And like you said, I give, you give. It's all a big give. Thank you.
Thank you, Munit. Everybody give a big smile to everybody who's watching. See how cheery we are? You can do it. You can make it through today and tomorrow. Let's do it. Meet us here tomorrow on the Daily Antidote Song. Thanks everybody out there on the live stream and on the live stream, Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for being with us today. Thanks again to Munit in Virginia. And let's say goodbye to everybody in the room. Curly Tops in Vermont, thanks for being here. Looks like Willard and Leanna. Athena in Brooklyn reminding me, thank you, Athena, that it is day 1690 ridiculous days today. Boy, we are coming up on 1700 days, which actually is going to fall on November 30. I love when things fall in nice rhythms. Arlene in Berkeley, California, Laris in the UK, Cricket in Maryland, Susan in Cincinnati, Ohio, Sheila in Florida, Benet in Berkeley, California, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Neil in Boston, Gary in Mass, Mabel and Bear in Mass, Bob in Albany, Trish in Victoria, Pauline and William in Newcastle, Caroline that's Newcastle, UK, Caroline in DC, Linda on Orcas Island, Chuck in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Nice to have you with us, Chuck. I think you joined after my hellos. Ariana in LA, thank you for running Fabulous Tech today. Lynn and Cliff in Vermont, we've got both today. Nice to see you guys. Storm in Mass, thank you. Ann in Nashville, thank you. Kathy in Colorado, thank you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan, great to see you. Jamie and Victoria, great to have you here. Bob in Mass, nice to see you on a different screen from Mabel, but nice to see you anyway. Sarah in Texas. Louise in Devon, UK. Hoda in British Columbia. Kat in Vermont. Aloysius in Mass. Dick and Kathy in the house from Victoria, British Columbia. Thanks for being here today. Hope the cereal was yummy. Nancy in Washington State. Ingrid in Pittsburgh, another Carpe Diem Arts person. Thank you so much. Sarah in Connecticut. Mommy in New Jersey. Katie Abadou back in the house again. Katie, it's so nice knowing that you're here. Lots of love. Lynn in Connecticut and Dally in Maryland. Thanks again, everybody. Please join us tomorrow on the Daily Antidote of Song.